lovely friends. Welcome back to the Lovely Stranger Tarot. My name is Jasmine. I'm Pisces Sun, Aquarius, Rising, and Scorpio Moon. Today, love series is officially closed, but I thought this is a little bonus video for you, and this is a juicy one because we want to see how love life and sex life, especially with your future spouse, will be, because this is, of course, a big part of a relationship, right? So this is pile number one. This is a citrine. Pile number two is the lapis lazuli. Pile 3 is the blue agate. And pile number 4 is the opalite. Please pause the video here if you need more time, and I will see you at your pile. At pile number 1, let's see how the sex life with your future spouse will be. Wow. We have the cosmos, creativity, vastness. Then we have crow spirit, co-create with spirit, brown bear spirit, take time out. Then for the tarot, we have the tower, 3 of swords, 7 of swords, 2 of cups, 6 of pentacles, 3 of wands, the queen of cups, the ace of swords, the 8 of wands, and the hanged man or hanged woman in that case. So let's see. First of all, of course, you will not be bored in bed. Okay, we have the cosmos, and I think I never had that one in my private readings, and it says creativity and vastness. Of course, you will have like a rich sex life. Okay, I think you will experience a lot with that person. You will have a lot of sex. Okay, and this also shows me these two cards with the take time out and co-create with spirit. I think yeah, sexuality is a very spiritual thing for you, and yeah, you should in your relationship take, of course, time out to enjoy that. Okay, to practice it, maybe even like take a course how to do tantra, like tantric sex. That, I think that would be totally on your league. Yes, I think like the woman, she will like or the female energy in that spirit, female energy in that spirit, no, female energy in that relationship, I think she will be like, she will experience like the good stuff. Okay, I mean, we have, first of all, we have a lot of oral sex, like look at these. Okay, like they will go down on the female energy will go down on the masculine. So oral sex, vice versa, like a lot. Actually, almost every card of the Decameron deck is about oral sex. 3 times celebrated on her and 1 time celebrated on him. Not 2 times, because this is a threesome. So maybe you will have a threesome or threesomes with your partner. Maybe you'll enjoy that. And I think the male energy, I don't know, this is almost like, she's sitting there, innocently eating an apple, and he is like ripped off the door, and, she comes for her and, grabs her and throws her onto the sofa and, just like fucks her mad, okay? But I think this will be a very good balance of sensual sex and also like a little bit of more playful sex, maybe a little bit of dominance going on, like a little bit of gameplay, role play. Like I said, maybe threesomes if you enjoy that. We have a lot of cards that show three people here, okay? So I think your partner would be open to that. It's up to you, if you don't want that, then of course you don't have to. Yeah, maybe this also could be like sometimes a little bit too much. So maybe this is also meant when it says take time out, then maybe you need some break from each other. Like maybe this is sometimes a little bit too much. Or like when you have like obligations in the real world, then maybe you should take a time out from that because I think you will have like very rich sex life. Very, very nice. Like I said, it will be playful, sensual, um, and like the female energy will be right. Okay, she will be the one who gets off a lot. Okay. Yes, and I think like the female is treated like a queen. I mean, of course, if you're lesbian, then the more female energy will be treated like a queen, or you treat each other like a queen, right? Yeah, like I said, a lot of oral sex. I think your partner is open to everything and you will have like and you can enjoy like creativity. So I think your partner's open, probably you are open, and I think there is nothing like on the not to do list, right? So I think this will be like a very hot ride, okay? So pile number one, this is all I have for you. If you like that, then please leave a like and comment down below if that resonated. And of course, subscribe because there is coming more. I upload every Monday and Tuesday. So I hope I see you next week. Bye. Welcome, pile two. When you choose the lapis lazuli, let's see. Sorry. We have the Rainbow Prince, Compensation, Perseverance. We have the Metal King, Discipline, Armor, Boundaries, Flamingo Spirit, Embrace the In-Between. Ooh, then we have the Devil, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the, um, the Ace of Pentacles. Jesus, we have a lot of pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, the Ten of Swords. The Pope or the Hierophant. And the Magician. All right, pile number two. I think the male energy is mostly dominant. Okay, I get this feeling. We have the armor, the metal king, we have the devil, then we have the hierophant and the magician. And especially in those cards, there are more powerful male figures, like with their little, uh, you know, the little helper, let's say. So I think the male or the male energy in that relationship will probably be the dominant one. But it's not about like I think there is a play going on, especially, and I could swear that in that series, like in the love series, in one reading, both came out. And in my opinion, they are very, very opposite, right? I mean, look at him. He's like free with hair flowing. Yes, I'm sure, but I cannot remember which one it was. I think it was, uh, I think it was the family reading, like the in-law, I think, yes. And look at him, you know, he's like a child of nature, open flowing hair, a naked uh, upper body, and then look at him. He's like constricted with the armor, right? And I think there is a fine play. Like sometimes it's like this natural, free flowing doing of sex, and then sometimes it's about domination and yeah, and boundaries. When of course when I read boundaries, then maybe I think maybe of bondage or something like that. So um maybe you are into that, or your partner's into that. Like I said, I think the male is the more dominant one, but I don't see like um hard like BDSM is, except for the boundary for the bondage. Of course, this is the B in BDSM, right? But yeah, it's about these playing, you know, about like one time this is free flowing, very sensual, very it's almost like airy and free flowing, and then there's a restriction of the metal king. And then after that, we have the flamingo spirit with the embrace, the in between. So I think um, you have like in your relationship two of polarities, like the natural, sensual, flowing sex, and then you have like maybe the planned, um, maybe bondage style, maybe even BDSM, like or you know the rest of bondage DSM. So that like a play that is prepared and in certain boundaries, played in certain boundaries, or like literal boundaries, like you know bound with bondage. But I see like a lot of sensuality too. Okay, I see um like the male like maybe all in all you like love to play with food, you know, like 9.5 weeks style, like licking off some honey of the body or some cream or something like that, eating um whining, dining, and then having sex, or maybe not even like you know, whining, dining, and having sex on the table. Who knows, right? And I think like the male energy is more dominant, but also in a very sensual way. Like when I look at these cards too, like you know, the male um, they pursue the woman. You know, they I forgot the word, but they tempt the woman, right? And the woman is always like, you know, almost like like wax in their hands. I mean, look at their faces, right? You see their faces? Like they are like, you know, they enjoy it. They love it. Like to be almost molded. I have the feeling like maybe the female energy is not that experienced, and like the male energy takes the role of the leader here, of the teacher, sorry, of the teacher here. And look at this card. I mean, he has, like, if there is a male involved, he has a really big ego. Okay. Like, if you like that, then this is, you know, do I see more? Yes, I mean, food. There is like something with food and wine, dine, something like that. I think that's all I see for you, pile number two. I hope you like that. And if so, then please leave a like, leave a comment down below, and of course, subscribe to my channel. I upload every Monday and Tuesday, and I hope I will see you next week. Bye. Welcome, part three. Let's see how your sex life will be. We have the sun dances, joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance, eagle spirit, spirit has your back. Then we have the knave of chalices, the eight of swords, the fool, the king of pentacles, the queen of chalices. Then we have the ace of wands, the queen of wands. We have the high priestess, the seven of swords, and the devil. Very nice. Sorry about that. Like in pile two, I believe probably the female energy is in the beginning the not so experienced one, but not necessarily. It could be because we have the King of Pentacles and she's looking a little bit shy. But on the other hand, we have a lot of women that are doing the active part. So probably this is like a very balanced, sexual play of dominance and submissivity. You know what I mean? I mean, nobody is really dominant, nor the other is really submissive. It's like, you know, on some days, like the female is the more dominant. On other days, the male energy is the more dominant, right? I think this probably is also like kind of romantic. Like, I mean, it's a little bit like maybe you are not together all the time, and this is why you miss each other a lot. Yeah, you want to tell each other what you feel, but maybe it cannot come out, something like that, you know. And of course, like this will, you know, when you have sex together, this will be awesome. Okay, we have the joyful activities, and yeah, this will, like when you are together, this will be very delightful, right? So I don't see much like of a some like really kinky sex or something. I just see some really playful um yeah, a balanced sex, you know, like of course you can go a little bit harder, a little bit less hard, but this is very balanced. And with the spirit has your back card, then I think first of all this might be of course divinely guided, and second of all maybe you would like to do tantric sex or something. And I don't know, I was just guided to look at the number because we have 5. We have 32 and we have 23. I was just like, there is something with the number. So maybe there is something with the number. Maybe this is your age, like 32 or 23, or maybe your birthday, like, of course, the 23, or number 5 is significant to you, and it is about change. So I believe really, like, maybe you both were virgins, like maybe you start having sex with this partner, maybe, or they start, or you both start having sex with each other, because like I feel it's like just very balanced and not too like going in and like kinky, and it's I have the feeling of growing together. I have definitely had the feeling when I started somebody is not that experienced, but I cannot really say who, you know. And I think maybe you both were actually not that experienced, but um you will grow together. Okay, this is why you share the dominant and submissive part going on, you know. And I mean, we have this card, and there she is clearly the one who initiates sex, okay, with hugging the D, right? And in this, of course, with the devil, I mean, he is the one who fucks her, right? So, of course, the devil is passion, The devil can be a lot of bad things, but in a sex reading, like this is passionate sex, okay? No doubt about that. And of course, with the Ace of Wands, sure, this is like really passionate sex life that you will have, okay? But I think I have the feeling you will learn together, and all you have kings and queens, and you have a lot of court cards here. Yeah, maybe throughout the relationship, you will develop like a little bit of a more playful sex life, because of course, when you only have one partner, or when you stay with one partner, then of course you have to freshen it up, right? And maybe you play something like with voyeurism here, or maybe yeah, this could be voyeurism, but of course he wants to join, right? So maybe you will join like maybe a swinger club, or you will do something like having sex while being watched, or something like that. I think one of you likes to watch, of course. Not of course, but because we have like all these sneak peeks like of couples in the background, and maybe this is a fantasy of yours or your partner, right? But I see also like a very sensual um sex life. This is, I mean, like she hugs the D, like this is almost like very cuddly, like, like I love you. And this is also very, very sensual, right? But there is some harder stuff. But it seems like that you learn together. Like maybe I said, it doesn't have to be that you were virgins or so, but maybe not that experienced, didn't have so much sexual partners, and you learn together. And I think that's very, very nice. And of course, it will be joyful. It will be a celebration. It will be very good. So I hope you'll like that pile number 3. And if so, then please leave a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, because, of course, I put out some new content every Monday and every Tuesday. And I hope I will see you next week. Bye. Last but not least, pile 4. Let's see how your sex life will be. We have the altar priestess, preparation, prayer, sacred ritual, the camel boy, small steps asking for help, butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. Then we have the high spirit, also the high priestess, the ten of swords, the Knave of Wands, the Hermit, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the King of Swords, the Nine of Cups again, twice. Good. Then we have Strength, and Six of Pentacles. I believe you have to find together at first, like in the beginning. Um, First of all, you might be even twin flames, because we have like right in the middle butterfly spirit number 11, and next to it the high priestess. It's not 11, but with the two it seems like. Okay. Oh, sorry if you hear that. My neighbor is bumping whatever he does. Hopefully he has sex, but I don't think so. Um, also joke, of course. Um, yes, of course. Like this, I think you have to find together, and yeah, maybe I get a little bit of the same feeling like in the last pile. If you were drawn to that, then watch that too, of course. But I have the feeling that maybe one of you or both were virgins while going into this marriage, because we have the small steps asking for help. So, and I have like the Ten of Swords, like here, and it's almost like you had a little bit of issues coming together. Like, and this can happen, when maybe you have high expectations and they are not fulfilled right away, then maybe you're disappointed. And maybe it just needs a little bit of requirement, and then everything is going to be fine, right? And I think this is what happens here. Then because we have the altar priestess, preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual, and I think maybe you need to talk to each other and prepare better. Like, yes, sex is an art and you have to learn it, okay? And maybe you just have to learn it and don't put so high um, expectations on it. But I see you grow like very much, okay? And when I see the high priestess in that context, I have the feeling like I get a feeling of a virgin. So I think one of both or both are virgins, and but or not that experienced. But I think I have the feeling of more high expectations, like it has to be like this sacred feeling, and maybe this is just disappointing for um, one of you, right? But I have the feeling like this is growing so much, you know. I think yeah, I think maybe, yeah, the disappointment was there, but you will come together again and you will talk. And this is very important, because then a transformation can happen. Like with the transformation is beautiful. This can only be happening when you talk, okay? When you both know what you want, you know, this is the hermit, and he looks, I mean, look at them. Don't look at them, right? Maybe this is also that you see maybe other couples where it goes differently. Don't look at them, okay? Look into your heart, what you want. Don't look outside for what you want, okay? And then you need to talk. You need to talk, 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 okay? And this, I mean, this is the Nine of Cups. So this will be very good. This sex will be very fulfilling, but it needs a little bit of time to develop, okay? So, and maybe a little bit of hard work, but this can also be that you are both worked. So, I mean, you need to talk, and maybe after you talk, I mean, the dress comes down and everything, and then suddenly it just works out, right? Suddenly everything is right, everything is going on, and yeah, and it clicks, it just clicks, and you will be very fulfilled, right? I mean, you have the Nine of Cups twice, right? So this is wish fulfillment card. So even if in the beginning it doesn't seem to be the wish fulfillment that you are seeking for, it will develop into it, right? And I mean, of course, I mean, look at that guy. Like, I don't know if you're into men, but like this is the most attractive guy in the deck, right? And like this is a man. And and yeah, this will be really good. I mean, this is the devil, okay? So this is the most passionate card in when you have a love reading or a sex reading, then the devil is really good. Like, right? This is passionate, this is hot and steamy. And yeah, what also will be, this will be equal give and take, right? So there is not like one gives more than the other. I think yeah, everybody will have their piece of cake and eat it, right? So yeah, everybody you know, it's not that one of them will not be fulfilled, right? So everybody will get their fair share, even though, and don't be afraid if there is like a starting problem, it will be really good. Really, 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 really good. Okay. So with these cards, fulfillment, passion, like equal give and take, like this is what you want in a relationship. Okay. So this was sweet and short, and I hope you liked it, number four. And if so, then please leave a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. I upload every Monday and Tuesday, and I hope I will see you next week. Bye.